Good morning guys, how are we doing? So I am all now set up on the bank. The rods are on the dance floor. I've got one on a mainline sail wafter trimmed down with some maggots on the top. And I've got the other one on Creative Baits Flying Dutchman in a PVA bag, and that's out towards the middle. And my left hand rod, which has got the maggot and that on it, is just there left hand rod is here in the margins with the mainline sail wafter topped off with some maggots. And my right hand rod is out in towards the middle of the lake where I've seen a few fish showing, because they've got the aerator on as well. And that's on a PVA bag with Creative Baits Flying Dutchman. So let's have a look. So there's the rods on the dance floor. I've got one just down there in front of that tree, and I've got one just out there in the middle. The aerator and everything's on. This is pit 1 at Twynersh fishery, and I ain't gonna lie, looks absolutely gorgeous here. Looks absolutely gorgeous. There is fish showing all over the place. So look, there's one just shown there. There is fish literally showing all over the place. Oh, there's a bite on my PVA bag rod, or a liner. Come on, the carp. Got old carp bear out, my lucky charm. Like I say, that's my PVA bag. This one's got a pink bit of corn in it with Old English crumbed up and Old English pellet. So that's my bag all ready to go out on my next cast. And then obviously this is my Flying Dutchman with a Flying Dutchman wafter. And I'm using the mainline sail on one rod, and the Flying Dutchman 15mm barrels on the other PVA bag. And then obviously all the different pellets and dumbbells. So hopefully we can get a fish on the bank to show you. My first time fishing here, so hopefully I'll get something. So I'll bring you back if I do. Don't know if you guys can see that. That big fizzing patch right there. Look at it fizzing away. My bait is just to the left to that. Look at it fizzing away. I'll just move my left hand rod out the margin and put it over by that fizzing. So hopefully something will come from that. Come on, the carp, get up there. Check out this guy. Trying to nick my bait. Hello. Yeah. So I'm still getting some action, like liners, interest on my right hand rod, which is on the PVA bag of Old English from Creative Baits. I've moved my left hand rod over to some fizzing that I see in the middle of the lake. That hasn't really done anything. There's a gentleman that's just turned up. He's fishing in the swim next to me now, but he's going to be here for the night. There are still loads of fish showing, so hopefully we can sort something out. How we doing? So just a little quick update. I've just changed my left hand rod to a Avon 1 pound test curve quiver rod, barbel rod if you want to call it that, and I've just put a feeder on there with some Creative Carper 2mm Old English soaked up pellets with a banded wafter, because I'm seeing a lot of fizzing out there. So I'm trying to entice them with a piece of, a nice bit of sweet stinky bait, and the fizzing is not far from where my feeder is. I'll give that a go for an hour, see if I can get a tench or something, because there's supposed to be some really nice big tench in here, as well as carp up to like 25, 26 pound I think in this one, I'm not sure, and big bream. But so I thought I had my other rod out for about 2 hours. 2 hours, my left hand rod, and that didn't do nothing. My right hand rod, which is on the PVA bag, gets the odd bleep here and there. So I thought I'd leave that there, because that's a nice little pile of bait in one spot, with a 15mm wafter from Creative Baits, the Flying Dutchman. Absolutely stink, they do. So I thought I'd give a little feeder, method feeder a go, and see if I can pick out some tench or even a carp on the feeder for an hour or two, and see how that goes. But I'll spin you around so you can see the lake. So as you can see, there's still a lot of fizzing going on out there. Plenty of little fish jumping out. Haven't seen any big carp jump out yet. Like I said, I've got one on the feeder for an hour or two. There's that fizzing again, look. That is literally not far from where I'm fishing. There must be like loads of naturals down there or something, because it's like literally bubbling up in that same spot. So hopefully we can get something. But I will bring you back if we get anything. So stay tight. And I just want to say thank you for everyone that's subscribed to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. And the positive comments. That's, really nice to see the positive comments on there. People telling me to keep up the good work. That's, that's really nice. I really appreciate that. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you a penny. Just hit that button. Helps my channel grow. I try to come out at least once a week to put a video out for you guys. Sometimes I have fish, sometimes I don't. but it's nice to show you the venues that I go to and the tactics I use, because like I say, I'm a day ticket carper, day ticket angler. I don't do nights, just day fishing. So yeah, if you can, please hit that subscribe button, please leave a like, and I really appreciate that. Well guys, not sure what to say, but it seems to be a bit slow. I've seen so much fizzing, it is unbelievable. There is fizzing in so many different patches. I have now changed my left hand rod over to a maggot feeder with a couple of maggots on there, just to try and nick a tench or something, do you know what I mean, or a big roach or a nice perch, you know, just to get something while my right hand rod's fishing over there on the bar. I've just been told by the man next to me that there's a load of lilies, dead lilies in the middle, and they patrol around that. And just off to the left of that, there's a bar that goes like lopsided at an angle, if you want to put it that way, over to that far tree over there. And he said bottom baits is what he usually catches on. So I've now changed my whole approach again to a mono D-rig with a nice bottom bait from Creative Carpers, Old English, topped off with a little tiny white piece of corn and a PVA mesh bag with about, I don't know, 7 little freebies around it. And I've put that over to the bar. It's quite deep, this lake. Literally, you can just feel it going down and then donk. It's quite a deep little pond, this. Well, I'd say pond, lake, pit one. You know what, even if I don't catch a fish today, I actually generally like this lake. There's so much in the tackle shop. I literally just bought a new reel, ex-demo reel. They've got a load of stuff out the front which is ex-demo from the manufacturers. So I've just bought a new little bait runner reel for my feeder rod. Only cost me a tenner. Take a look at this. Cost me £10. Lovely little reel that is. So I just filled it up with line and stuck it on my rod. Can't go wrong at that for a tenner, just to have as your feeder rod. But there is so much fizzing, like literally fizzing everywhere. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 different patches of fizzing I can see. And no matter where I stick a bait anywhere near it, nothing. I'm not quite sure what the temperature is today, but my hands are cold, I know that. So, made myself a nice cup of coffee. Warm the old cockles up, you know. But, like I said, Even if I don't catch at this lake, I will continue to come back to this lake. It's not very far from my house. It's like a 20-minute drive. It's like a 20-minute drive from my house. Whereas the other lake I was going to was like an hour and 20 minutes drive. And you start here in the winter, it starts at 8 o'clock and it shuts at 6 o'clock. Whereas the other one started at 7 o'clock and you had to be out the gate by 5 o'clock. So you're being packed up by R4. And that was like 15 quid for 2 rods. With no concession. This one here is £10 for 2 rods. It's got quite a few carp in here up to £20, quite a few doubles, mid doubles, like low doubles, and a few 20-pounders flopping around. A good head of tench. It's got bream up to £13 in here. Tench up to £6-7 apparently. But literally there is just me and another guy. He's here for the night. I'm just doing a day because you know me guys, I'm a day ticket angler. Ain't doing no night shit. Haven't seen any fish jump out yet at all. Only other than the little fish. All I can see is just fizzing everywhere. So I just thought I'd give you a little quick update. Even if I don't catch today, then just wanted to give you a little bit of info about the place that I'm at and what bait I'm using. Make sure you guys go and follow Creative Baits on TikTok. They've got some good quality products on there. Also on their website, they've got some even more products on their website, of course. Creative Baits is a lovely bait. Very fresh. This is the Old English that I'm using. This is toffee and maple. And obviously they do their pellets as well. So yeah, if I get anything I'll bring you guys back. So just a little update. It is now 2:30 in the afternoon. I got here about 8:10 and still not had a fish yet. All that fizzing out there hasn't come to nothing. I've stuck maggot feeder over there, pellet feeder over there, and nothing whatsoever. I've got my right hand rod out halfway across the lake just before the old dead lily pads. That's on a PVA bag full of Flying Dutchman and the roasted peanut sauce. And my left hand rod is on a pellet feeder with 4 yellow maggots on the hook, with a little sprinkler of the maggots over the top, and it's just down here in the margins, and I've had a few twitches on it. So hopefully something could come out of the margins. I didn't realise that some parts of this lake goes up to like 14 foot deep. It's like seriously deep out in some parts of this lake. It's only about an acre and a half in size. But yeah, just a little update. Still nothing yet. Hopefully something will happen by 5:30, because I'll be packed up and leaving by 5:30. So if anything happens, I'll let you guys know. So guys, looks like it's going to be another blank for me, unless I can get one in the next hour. Looks like it's going to be another blank. But I've enjoyed it still. It's been nice. Cold, but nice. Don't get me wrong, I've had a bit of like attention on the rods. I've had a few beeps here and a few beeps there, but no runs whatsoever. I've tried different tactics. I've tried wafters with maggots on top, wafters with a bit of corn, just a plain bit of maize popped up, pellet, boilie. So yeah, I've literally tried a fair selection of bait. I wouldn't put it down to the bait, because I've used the bait before and I've caught on the bait. I put it down to the temperature. There's a man next door to me, he said the same. He said it's like it's completely shut off here. Last week it was heaving and, you know, fish were coming out. But now the temperature's dropping. It's weird, because we are actually supposed to be like full on into winter now, I guess. But some of our days are still like 13 and 12. Maybe that's messing around with the fish. I don't know. You know, we have warm days, we have cold days, we have warm days, we have cold days. Like November now should be freezing, it should be cold. We should be well into it, but yesterday was 13. The day before that was 14. But today, well, the water temperature, the bailiff mate said the water temperature's still round about 12 degrees. Maybe the air pressure's off, I don't know. Maybe they've just gone to sleep. But the only thing I have been getting a lot of is bloody rats. There are so many rats around this swim. Look, let me see if I can. There's one. There's two. Bloody rats everywhere. Look, straight back out. So yeah, that's about the only thing I have seen. There's a shitload of rats. And they ain't even sure, they literally come right up by the side of you. Anyway, if I catch anything in the next hour, I'll let you guys know. If I don't, I will say goodbye now and end this video. Please like, please hit that subscribe button, please let me know what you think, and thank you to all my subscribers, and thank you to all my lovely comments so far. It's been so nice. Tight lines and wet nets, everyone.